Hello, children. So today I'm doing a project on Macbeth, and yeah, that's what's happening. Before we start, yes, I am midway through editing this, filming the intro because I forgot. And second of all, we need our daily dance break. That's what we need today. So the witches enter, and they're just kind of doing witch spell things. Oh, get it! And then Macbeth and Banquo enter to see the witches, and they're like, what the actual heck? So the witches tell Macbeth that he will be Thane and then king, and that Banquo, his sons, will be kings. After this, they are shocked. And then immediately the Thane of Cawdor is committed with treason, and Macbeth is the new Thane. This leaves Macbeth shook. He is holy macaroni done. He is crazy. He is done. He is ready. He believes in the witches. He is done. And then they go to King Duncan's to talk with King Duncan. And then Lady Macbeth gets a letter from Macbeth. And then Macbeth himself shows up for a reunion. Talk about husband of the year. Then Banquo and Fleance have a happy talk about growing up, while Macbeth and the rest are partying the night away. Am I right, ladies? Ho ho ho. And then, after the party is done and they're all drunk, passed out, done with, Macbeth and Lady Macbeth plot the murder of King Duncan. Dun dun dun! Then, Lady Macbeth and Macbeth murder King Duncan to make Macbeth king. Macbeth describes seeing a dagger while walking into the room where Duncan was sleeping and murders him. Only one problem with this. This nincompoop brought the daggers with him afterward. So Lady Macbeth is the one who brought the daggers back, and then they banter about the blood on their hands, and then go wash them off before morning. When Porter is drunk and acting crazy, Porter lets in Macduff to see the unbearable. Duncan has died. So the whole town went bonkers and was upset about Duncan's death. While Macbeth and Lady Macbeth said some weird things, Malcolm and Donalbain fled the country for their safety, but they are the ones who are charged. Macbeth and Lady Macbeth talk to Banquo about stuff for a while, and then Macbeth talks to murderers about killing Banquo and Fleance. The murderers kill Banquo, but Fleance escapes to safety. The murderers had to tell Macbeth this, and he was angry. Later that night, there was a feast. Fiesta salsa quinceañera! Macbeth enters the feast, and after he's done having a mental breakdown, everyone is dismissed, and Lady Macbeth goes off. After all of this, though, the three witches from the beginning get yelled at by their lord, Hecate, who is mad at them for telling Macbeth his future without him or knowing. The act ends with Lennox and Lord, who are talking about Macbeth and him as a ruler. Kind of like a politician kind of dealio. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Okay, that's Unit Act 3.
I think you are such a dead brain.
So Hecate goes to the witches, and the witches are brewing up a wicked curse, while Lennox and Lord are talking about Macbeth. In a completely different spot, Macbeth goes and sees the witches, and the witches show him three apparitions. The first one being a head with a helmet, the second one being
a child. No.
And the third one being a child with an entire tree in his hand. The three apparitions tell Macbeth to fear Macduff, that no one born of a woman can harm him, and that if the trees move, panic. Then 8 kings march across... Wait. Is that Banquo?
Or you can call me Shorty or Shorty.
After this, Macbeth and Lennox talk about what he just saw, and then all of a sudden there's a flashback. So when Lady Macduff is talking with her son, and then a messenger and a murderer come by and interrogate Lady Macduff and her son about her husband. And then her son runs away. After this, Malcolm is explaining why he is not fit to be king, and Macduff ends up going crazy. But Malcolm was lying the whole time. Talk about a plot twist. And then Macduff and Ross talk about how badly Macbeth is ruling Scotland, and then realize that Macbeth killed all of Macduff's family. This obviously doesn't go well, and we get to see what happens in...
I think Rat is way smarter than you.
So back in Scotland, Miss Queen, Lady Macbeth, is acting like a complete and total psychopath, and a doctor watches her as she just does that. The next day, the Englishmen are getting hyped for battle and are ready to strike down on Macbeth and his people. Then Macbeth is freaking out to the doctor as trees start moving. Wait. It's the Brits. But before we battle, Macbeth finds out that Lady Macbeth has committed suicide. After this, Macbeth kills the son of Seward, and then boom. This is where we learn that Macduff is also born of a C-section, meaning he is not born of woman. The final battle. Macbeth then dies a very not so sad Macbeth. And then Malcolm becomes the brand new and definitely improved king of Scotland. 화려함에 담긴 청순함이 도도함에 담긴 순수함이 처음부터 끝까지 모든 게 다 멈추지 않는 아름다움이 So do it like
pals, soup pals, baking fun. Guys, we have to... Come on. Can we stab her?
No.
Yeah, I'm not gonna kill King. But now you have to.
Why?
Come here tonight. Then we should kill him.
Hey, can you not third party record?
Your brain doesn't work and it's dead.
So you just gonna bring me a birthday gift on my birthday to my birthday party on my birthday with a birthday gift?
Tostitos.
Hi, losers.
This is for Rachel. Another day.
Lady Macbeth and Sir